This is just what I'm talking about. The sun, the sand, the surf. Aren't you guys having a blast?
It's February.
Hey there everyone, I am Jeff. This is Tabletop Toolbox, and I'm here today to tell you about a small box game currently raising funds on Kickstarter. This is Beach Day by CakePie Games, designed by Joshua Bowman and Brennan Smith, with art by Aman Anderson. Today, though, I'm going to take this video in a slightly different direction than I normally do because I've struggled to define just what kind of game this is, so that, of course, I can describe it to you. The website BoardGameGeek.com defines Beach Day as a tile placement game, putting it into the rank of games that includes titles like Carcassonne and Azul. But I don't really consider Beach Day to have much in common with Carcassonne or Azul. Sure, in each of these games, you're putting down tiles, trying to complete patterns to score points. But Azul and Carcassonne, they have scoreboards, markers, tokens, other bits, the esteemed and yet somehow nefarious meeple. Beach Day, however, is just a deck of square cards, 62 of them to be precise, plus these 7 scoring cards, not all of which are used in every game. And that puts Beach Day into a smaller category of lighter, simpler, yet still puzzly pattern games like Sprawlopoly and Outer Space, games that get it done with nothing but cards and a few varying objectives to work towards. Okay, so I think I've covered the size and maybe the scale of Beach Day. Let me now try and cover the scope. Beach Day is a pattern-building, tile-ish laying card game where players are building their own beach, filling it with beach balls and sand castles, little shells, perhaps building little pools to hold some seawater, and all while trying to keep the trash a bit under control. This is a delightful theme, one we don't see all that often in the board gaming hobby, and I especially like that we're building our own tableau in Beach Day. I mean, what is better than having an entire length of beach all to yourself? So let me run you through the rules here really quick. Beach Day plays out over a series of rounds, and you'll have a number of cards in the main deck based on your player count, allowing for anywhere from 12 cards per player at 5 players up to 16 cards for 2 players. You'll start with 2 face-up draw piles for players to choose from on their turn. You'll then choose your scoring cards, establishing the criteria for how these sandcastles, shells, and beach balls, trash, and sand dollars, and your own personal turtle score in the current game. Each player will also get 2 crab cards, of which they'll choose 1 to provide a personal secret goal to strive towards in the current game. Each player gets a starting turtle card, and then you're off to build a beach. On your turn, you can either take the top card from either of the 2 draw piles on the table, or draw the top 2 cards of the deck, choosing what to keep and the other to place in either draw pile. The card that you keep from either option goes into your personal beach. Now you can rotate the cards in any direction, and cards can be placed side by side or covering existing cards in almost any way. You just can't tuck a card underneath an existing card, and you can never cover the turtle on your starting card. Like most pet turtles, it's pretty much the only one you're ever going to get. As your beach builds out, you'll build patterns of colorful shells, surround sandcastles with ponds of seawater, pair up beach ball halves, and hopefully get rid of any trash along the way. Shells, sand dollars, and trash, at least in this prototype copy, all score the same way each game, but castles will have unique scoring criteria for the seawater ponds you build around them. Beach balls will also score differently, and your turtle also has 2 different ways of scoring, usually wanting a large open beach around it to help it get back to the ocean. When the draw deck becomes empty, the last player will take their last turn, and then you'll score your beach based on each of the current scoring cards. You'll score your personal crab card as well, which will often require you to have the most of a certain feature in your beach. These are, of course, fairly subject to the luck of the draw, but hey, sometimes life's a beach. Beach Day is a simple, approachable card game that works great at nearly any age in nearly any setting. In fact, ironically, we've only played this game when we're away from home, at a cabin in the Shenandoah Valley, or at one of our favorite local watering holes. Now, personally, I do tend to play heavier games, but I do like these kinds of puzzle games like Beach Day to play with my family. It doesn't require a lot of space, it's easy to remember the rules when you've been away from it for a while, and the theme is delightfully applied here. You do really feel like you're relaxing on the beach, just trying to make little patterns or decorations, and simply seeing what you can come up with. We've all had a lot of fun with Beach Day, and if you'd like to reserve yourself a copy or just learn more about this game, go and check out the Kickstarter page, to which I'll post a link in the description of this video. Just be careful out there, folks. You just be crazy. Cheers.